So day 16, and you can see one of the eggs has a little crack on it, and that means that there is a chick in there. And then around 2:30ish a.m. in the next day, day 17, there was a baby chick in there. And I wanted to give it time to dry off and stuff, so I did turn on the light and open it a little bit so that I can show you guys what it looks like and all that, but it's still pretty wet, so I wanted to wait before I took it out. And you're supposed to wait until they fluff out, so dry up. And then here it is, but you can see that it's still attached to the egg. I mean, he didn't move at all, but when he was moving, like, the egg was still attached to him, so I didn't want to take him out yet. So I got the little tote ready here, and you can see the temperature is not up to standards, but I decided I was gonna go a different approach since my light was not warming up the tote. So it looks like this one is ready to come out, but then right when I was gonna take it out, I noticed that there was another chick inside the incubator that had hatched. So if you look on the top right corner up here, you can see, if you watch, that there is one that's moving, and that one's a little bit darker than the first one that hatched. So I can show you the pictures later about what their colors are, but by the end of day 17, there were 4 eggs that had hatched, but the 4th one wasn't dry yet, so I didn't take it out. But these are the first 3 that hatched. So like I was saying earlier, my light is not warm enough to keep them warm, so I had read online that if you fill up water bottles with tap water, like warm tap water, it will keep them warm, and they will also pile on top of each other to share their warmth with each other. And they are so tiny, they're so cute. You can see that one of them is very bright yellow, and then one of them is a gray, and also the first one that hatched is it's like yellow, and then it has like a little dark back part and a dark head, so it's kind of like gray and then yellow and then gray. But this one is very fluffy, and it's a dark gray kind of, and it has like dark feet. It's not like yellow feet like the other ones, orange. And then there was one egg that was having a lot of trouble hatching. It was originally supposed to hatch on day 17, but then we helped it because it got stuck for over like 15 hours. And then you can see that it just like pushed itself right out of the shell and into our hand. And it's all like scrunched up, but it looks like it still has a lot of strength, so we put it back in the incubator so that it can dry off and still be warm. And then these are all the chicks that hatch. I think there's 7 in here. Yeah, and then they're just playing around, and the other one, oh, I think there's 8 in here, I'm sorry. Yeah, and then you can see that I need to put like a non-slip inside the food bowl because there's this one chick that's just trying to get out, but he's stuck. And you can see I put marbles inside of my water bowl because they say that they can drown because they're so tiny. Baby chicks need marbles in order to kind of just like help them from drowning, but then they can still drink water. And I didn't have the flat marbles, so sorry, I only had like these random marbles. And then again, I change the water every couple hours or so when the water is not warm enough. And they're starting to learn where the water and the food usually is. And you can see that one just tries to like go all the way in there. So cute. And they just cuddle all up here, and this is their favorite spot. They always fight for this little spot right here. So by day 18, 8 of them have hatched, and then this is just some pictures I took of them. I didn't record them all hatching because my camera, I didn't want to put it in the incubator. You can see they're all piled on top of each other. So day 18, I had hatched 4 more, and then 3 of them were striped. And these are the eggshells, if you want to see how they like push it out. And you can see this little cute one is just, you see the wings are just like all spread out. So cute. This is the little gray one. And then this is how they cuddle in the water bottle. When I change the water, they get all snuggly with it. And I honestly did not even think that I was gonna get any hatches, just because I was so worried about the humidity, and I didn't have a humidity reader inside for the first 16 days. And then finally I realized that I did have one, and then I put it in there to check the humidity, and it was way high. Like, it was way too high for what it should have been. So that's why I'm so surprised at how many actually hatched. Like, I was scared that I was barely even gonna get one. I was like, man. And I did actually candle them. So I candled them on day, I think day 13. And then I was like, man, it looks like the eggs are actually moving along. And there was a few that I was like, wait, I don't think there's anything in here. But then the other ones that I looked at, they did have something in there. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm actually gonna go through with this lockdown. So I went through with the lockdown, and then I ended up hatching 8 out of 20 eggs. So if you remember when I had bought the eggs, I bought the eggs off eBay, if you guys, you know, are wondering. I bought them off eBay, and then I had only bought 20 eggs. And a lot of people say that your hatch rate from shipped eggs is 50%. So 8 out of 20 is less than 50%. But then when I had cracked open the eggs, there were 2 more that were developing, but they just didn't make it all the way. And so technically I did get 50%, but then 2 of them just didn't make it all the way. And then you can see here that they are friendly with us, because when we put our hands in there, they will just come and snuggle like in our palm, all on top of each other. We're trying to get them to be more friendly, because we did have bun quails before, but then I don't know, they just like were so scared of people, and they were so jumpy. But yeah, you can see we're trying to get them used to us. And they're so snuggly and cute. So I'm gonna go one by one. This one is the first one that hatched. And then this one is the second one. So I was telling you that this one was like a little bit darker. You can see this is a close-up. And this is the third one. And then the last one to hatch on day 17 is this one. So it's so cute, and it's kind of slippery where I had it, so that's why they're all sitting kind of low. And then for day 18, I don't know what order these came, but I'm just gonna put it this way, because when I woke up there was just 3 in there. There's this one, and then here's another one, and this one is like striped, but then it has like a little bib already, so I'm kind of guessing this is a boy, but I'm not sure. And then this is the last one. So the last one is also striped, but this one is like a yellow black stripe, and then the one before this was a red and black stripe. And this is the one that we helped, and you can see its little toes are crooked. And I don't know if that was from being stuck in the egg, or if it was from, you know, other things. But anyways, I did a lot of research, and it says that if I want to build a little boot for him, so I did, and I used a band-aid, and you can see here. So I ended up only putting this on him for 2 days. So this one was the first day, and then the second day I had switched up Band-Aid. And then when I checked him, he was walking pretty good. So it says online you're supposed to keep it on for 3 days, but after the second day, it wasn't even a full day. I was just like, it was just like, 6 hours of it with the new boot. And then he started walking really straight when I was trying to fix it. So I was like, oh, maybe he doesn't even need it anymore. And I keep saying he, but I don't know if it's a boy or girl. But as you can see, it was one of the yellow chicks, and you can see that all of them are walking really straight. But it is this one right here, I believe, that had the cricket toes. But it's straight now, and then one of them, this one right here, actually had a pasty butt, and if you don't know what that is, you can look it up. I don't want to include a picture of that, but I did help this one because he was suffering from it. But so I saved 2 of them, I think, and I have 8 button quails, and I will do update videos of how they grow, and they do grow pretty fast, so I'll try to do like weekly updates or every 2 weeks or so. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.